Alright, y'all missed out on the ringing. Now I'm finna mix up these brains. Got about probably a cup of brains. We're gonna have about a cup of water. Close enough. And zap it. You want to use liquefy or smoothie, so it should be about the consistency of like a milkshake. That's pretty good. Now you just need to clean bucket. Pour your brain juice over in there. So that's about 2 cups of liquid. Got 3 cups left here. About 5 cups of liquid. I'll stir that around a little bit. It's cold, which is all right. I don't blend. I don't cook the brains up anymore. They don't seem to behave the same way. There. Find any chunks, you need to mash them up. Turn them around. All right, this is what a skin looks like after it's been run. See all these hard lines in it. This place right here, it's trying to turn into rawhide. What I did was I wrung it out and I just set it out for a while to let it dry. These white places are a little too wet. We're going to go ahead and work it in anyway. We'll at the bottom of the hide. I'll start with the neck because I want to make sure it gets saturated really well. Just the hardest part to soften. Alright, this is where you're going to see the hide start to transform. We got thick and rubbery, and it ain't got much stretch to it. Stretch it in all directions as you work it into the brains. Can you see this good? See it turning back white. We know we're getting good brain penetration when the skin starts turning back white. This is mostly brains, amino acids, fatty oils. Watch it transform. We're trying to work out all these brown places so they turn back white, like this part. And we're going to keep working this hide until it's all in the bucket. I'll take it back out and show you the results in a few minutes. Alright, I wanted you to see this little spot right here. Alright, you see all this is wet, and as I was stretching it, this part of the skin opened up, and you see how wide it is. See how it looks different. Put the light behind it. See how it looks different with the light behind it. Right there. We need to make sure we get all of those places. That means that's got nothing in it when it turns white like that. It's a different color white. It's sort of a yellowish bone white. That has no juice, no water, no nothing in it. And product of our wringing. What we got to do is keep that submerged and stretch it until it gets wet. Which, with a little spot like that, that's all it takes is a little dunk. But you got to make sure you get all those spots out, or they're going to be stiff when you get through. And now I know you can't feel the change in this, but it went from feeling like wet rubber, basically like rubber boots. This almost feels like chamois now. It feels like a wet towel. It's soft, pliable, stretchy. I mean, it's already going under a transformation. Compared to this, which is like Kevlar. But as soon as you wet it with brains, it turns into this nice, soft, stretchy. It's a little gooey right this minute, but see how it just immediately transformed. I mean, almost effortless stretching. Alright, I'll keep working on it. And if I find something else, we'll be back. Alright, I wanted to show you exactly what I'm talking about. These are stripes that were put in. That's where all the water and juice and everything was squeezed out. And this is starting to set back into rawhide, and that's why it's brown. This little bit of white streak right here is where water was pinched between and couldn't get out. That's really not good, but the main thing I wanted to show you is how this right here turns white. Now I'm trying to hold the camera and do all this at the same time, so bear with me. I want you to see dry. Can you see that color? Notice it doesn't bounce back. It just stays that way. You can do that with water, but once you add the brains, the behavior, everything about the skin changes. It's like magic. Magic you can feel, see, and wear. Now watch. I'm going to dip this in brains. See, didn't get saturated there. And instantly it changes. Instantly. Alright. One more spot. See how brown that is, like rawhide. See how stiff it is. I mean, it holds the shape of my fingers. Wet it with a little bit of brains. Stretch it to and fro. And instantly. Instantly. That's it. Can you see through it with the light? Mm-hmm. Now, any places that are almost transparent are going to be places that are too dry, which means you need to go back through and soak again. And now I had 5 cups of liquid in here, and I squeezed out a little bit under the skin by hand, but you see I'm left with maybe a 1/4 cup. I'm going to utilize that and let this neck soak a little while before I go to soften it.